Most people in Utah say they can wait for the snow to fall, but that's not the case for those who like to shred the gnar. 11 News reporter Sadie Nielsen tells us what's up with the warmer weather.
It's record-breaking temperatures outside, and we shouldn't expect to see snow until next Monday. Utah's 14 ski resorts hope it will come a little sooner.
Just last year, there was already 16 inches of snow on November 28th. Now, around the same time,
there's not a whole lot of snow up there right now.
There's not even a base layer to work with. Season pass holders like Rachel Murphy hope the weather will change quickly.
I decided this was my first year I'm going to get a season pass. It's my last year as a college student, so I got the discount and everything. And, I was really excited to ski over Thanksgiving and, hopefully Christmas break.
Spencer Tasso, who's snowboarded most of his life, understands the situation and found a way to get around the lack of snow.
Brighton does have a place where they allow people to just set up rails and stuff so they can still kind of ride a park, like jumps and rails and boxes. And then they're just doing the best they can, and we take that into consideration. But we would love a couple feet of snow right now.
Jerry Hill, manager of Sundance's mountain operations for 58 years, says there's a few less visitors at the resort because of the scarce snowfall, but that business will pick up soon.
Our lodging's definitely down a little bit for it, but most of our bookings don't start until after our opening date anyway, which is, we picked the first Friday in December as our opening date. So okay. We're not late on our opening, we're late on the snow.
Of Utah's 14 ski resorts, only 2, Brighton and Park City, remain open at this time. If the snow doesn't come soon, it really could have an effect on the profits of the parks.
You can visit www.skiutah.com to check current snow conditions and find the best time to go skiing or snowboarding this season.
2 teenagers are treated for attempted suicide in Utah every day. A suicide prevention conference is going on right now in Provo. 11 News reporter Sadie Nielsen attended the conference. Sadie, what do psychologists say is to blame for the increase in teen suicide attempts?
Social media is a leading factor of teen suicides. According to the Utah Department of Health, it's become a bigger issue over the past 5 years.
Social media highlights suicide in all the wrong ways, according to Greg Hudnall, executive director of Hope for Utah.
It puts it out there and it sensationalizes the situation, and it tends to focus on the negative versus a positive.
Social media also exaggerates everyday life. Hannah Thomas, an attempted suicide survivor, recalls how looking at perfect pictures really took a toll on her during her darkest days of depression.
During that time, looking at other people and their lives, even the people I went to high school with, scrolling through the internet, seeing how happy they were, all the accomplishments they had, or, how skinny these girls were, how fit they were, the boyfriends they had, it really affected me.
Jean Twangy is a psychology professor at the University of San Diego. She studies the effects of social media on teen suicides. She found that teens who spend 3 or more hours a day on social media are 34% more likely to suffer at least one suicide-related outcome. Doran Williams, Associate Director of Wasatch Mental Health, says these suicides can be prevented, starting with a simple solution.
One of the best things parents can do is at dinner time, have a sit-down dinner, turn the electronics off, have a conversation, and be able to discuss what's going on with them.
He also quoted Professor Twangy saying that teens should spend less than 2 hours on their phone a day to keep a healthier mental state.
Psychologists encourage parents to have more face-to-face conversations with their teens and to always be aware of how much social media they use. If you or a loved one is struggling with suicidal thoughts, please call 800-273-TALK.